Hello everyone, the Jacobite here. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day wherever you are. Today we are back here at Dirtwater, but not for very long. As there's one thing I forgot to do that I wanted to show real quickly on camera, just because otherwise you'll be like, where did you get this fellow from? In the Cavern Canyon, I believe. There was a room that I missed that has somebody who might like to work and open a shop up at Dirtwater. And his name is Doug, not Doug. Don't get your hopes up. The poor chef is chained to the wall, his eyes widen as you approach. Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me? The fact that I'm speaking in his voice like Doug is also purely coincidental. I'm sure it doesn't even come across. Sure. Oh, thank goodness. He thrusts his hand into yours and shakes vigorously. I'm Doug. Doug. Wyatt. How do you do, Doug? Well, I've been chained up to this dank cave for weeks, cooking for those stripy-hatted idiots called Twitch Chat. That sounds awful. You want to know the worst part? There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to my right, and a shelf of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to my left. How is that the worst part? Well, this chain is only 4 feet long. Ah, that's rough. I know, right? There I was, fresh out of culinary school with a million meat idea in my head, and now here I am, 4 feet shy of my dreams, cooking the same pot of soup over and over again. What million meat idea? You, promise not to steal my idea, right? Sure, I promise. Okay then, it's a new kind of sandwich, or maybe a taco. It's so revolutionary that I'm not quite sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy, to be honest. Anyway, in the middle of it there's a sausage, but it's a sausage made from the cheapest possible parts of a pig, ground up so finely that you can't identify them anymore. Okay? And it's served in a long split roll, which soaks up the grease so you can't tell how fatty the sausage is. And the best part? The name. You ready to hear the name? Sure. I call it the Hot Doug. What do you think? How about the Hot Wyatt instead? Don't be ridiculous, Hot Wyatt. What does that even mean? Ridiculous. Hey, there's no reason to be mean about it. He sighs. Not that any of this even matters. Even if I did get off this chain, there's no point in hanging around in this empty cave making hot Dougs just for myself. I don't even like the taste of them. You could set up shop in Dirtwater. Brilliant! You're a genius, Wyatt! Hot Dougs for sale all day, every day. I'll make a mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I added mint to the sausage mixture? Oh! No, Doug, please don't do that. That sounds horrible. You help him break his chains. He leaves the cave hauling the oven and the shelf full of ingredients. He hauls the oven? Muttering to himself about new sausage recipe. Well, that's that then. Goodness. Looks like this place needs a new bartender. Ah, looks like he got a jaw harp. Maybe they killed him for playing the jaw harp too much. All these bottles are empty. Yep, there's all that. Alright, so that's it for this cave, I believe. So, with that being said, now it is time to go to the railroad camp. We'll be back in Dirtwater. We'll see Doug and how he's doing. The old medicine show. Snake oil. Ooh, we'll hit there first. It's on the way. Hey, Gary, what's up? Hi there, Gary. Oh, wow, yikes. Well, what's up, Gary? Weird feelings, a sensation of puzzling. Huh? From that direction coming. You discovered a new map location, the West Pole. All right. Dr. Stick's Mutton Chop? What is this? Docile Automax Mouth Beholder? Maybe it's Dr. Stick's Mouth Beholder. What about Dr. Batik's Milkshake Hour? Dr. Batik's Mutton Chop? No, I already said that one. Doc-O-Matic's Moose School. There, that could be it right there. Doc-O-Matic's Mystery Cohort? It could be any of these. Who knows? Oh, it's none of these. It's the former resident's nightstand. It's full of old snake pieces. Snake liver, snake venom bladder, and a snake spleen. 3 of each, actually. That's not bad. You don't know how to use this fancy potion-making equipment. Aw, dang it. Maybe this bookshelf. Most of these books are fake, but there's one real one. Oils I have known. Is this how I'm going to make my own toxins? It's chock full of recipes for tinctures and balms and such. Yes, this must be it. You read the book, memorized each and every recipe. Nice. Ironically, the oils from your fingers destroy the fragile old book while you were reading it. Oh well. Now, I should be able to start crafting some stuff. I can, with a liver, make booze, a venom gland make potions, or a spleen make combat items. You socket a snake spleen into the kit spleen smasher and extract the delicate oils from it. What do you want to mix with? What about a liver? Flammable bullet oil. Deals hot damage to an enemy. So if I do a spleen with a venom gland, venomous bullet oil. Venomous bullet oil, okay. And if I do a liver with the venom gland, shot of snake juice. Ooh, increases your range damage by 10 for the rest of the day. That will do. So there's only 1, 2, 3 combinations, if I'm not mistaken. Because I can't make a liver with a liver. Oh, I can. Snake shafts. There should be 6 combinations, right? Snake shops. Patent liver tonic. Am I dumb? Is there more than just a few combinations? Am I dumb? Because I think I'm dumb. Venom gland and a spleen. Patent liver tonic. I mean, those are some pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. Let's see what these things are. I can take one thing in my liver. Just one. So either patent liver tonic, blood building tonic. Pfft, blood building tonic. Yeah, get out of the way. I got patented liver tonic. Heck yeah. Ooh, wow, that's pretty good. Mysticality, armor, speed, maximum AP, spell damage, not useful. Muscle and maximum, but you shouldn't drink it. Yeah, I can't imagine why. Let's drink this putrid cow bile. Because that increases our moxie by 11 and our maximum AP by 1. You're no cow scientist, but you're pretty sure this would kill you if you drank it. Come to think of it, you're pretty sure that there's not even any such thing as a cow scientist. Better not then. Well, what am I supposed to do with this putrid cow bile if it increases my moxie? Aw, man. Increases your melee damage by 7 for the rest of the day. Well, I'm just gonna drink this patent liver. Your spleen is full. That's my spleen, not my liver. My liver is of alcohol, duh. I can do snake shops or a shot of snake juice. I'm gonna do a shot of snake juice. Doing shots. 10% pistol damage. Well, I'll have to come back to this place. All right, Gary, we'll hit the West Pole next week. Let's see. You hear the gunshot and a bullet pings a rock off. You turn around to look for the culprit and see a skeleton a few yards away. A skeleton with a buffalo skull instead of a regular skull. So, that's how your day is going. I'm gonna hornswoggle him. You know, judging from the apparent ages of your bones, I'd say it's pretty likely that the guy your skeleton is related to, or at least an associate of, the person who killed the buffalo your skull is from. In fact, it's possible that it could be the same person. How do you feel about that? The skeleton stares at you for a few more seconds, then looks at his hand, and then attempts to bite the hand off. You stroll away as he attempts to wrestle himself to the ground. Sweet. Yeah, don't distract me. I'm going to the railroad camp that we've already stopped. Again. On our way to Frisco. Come on. You must have slept walk here, I guess. This guy stopped messing with his watch and started eating jelly beans? What you got there? Jelly beans? Yep. Can I have one? Nope. Please? No, get your own. Well, where'd you get them? A little ways south of here, from a fella named Roy Zabine. You discovered a new map location. Thanks. Still wasting to the band. Howdy, boss. Howdy, Shmee. Stuck again? Yep. Got ourselves one hell of a canyon to get across and no materials for bridge building. Any ideas? Well, there's an old mine town up north called Breadwood. They opened a lumber camp after the mines dried up. If you can fix a deal with them for the lumber we need, I can handle the engineering side of things. Alright, where is it? Shmee marks the location of the Breadwood camp on your map. Of course, anything you can find to build a bridge out of it is fine by me, but that seems like the simplest option. Alright, I'll see what I can do. 12th edge. It's one of those pay telescopes for tourists. Edvard Munch. You pay your meat and look through a telescope with a big canyon. It sure is big. It'll take quite a bridge to get across that thing, that's for sure. Yup. Alright. Well, it looks like we gotta go to Breadwood. On the way, we'll hit the West Pole. Looks like we have a lone, gloomy grave marker with a lone and gloomy man in a black robe digging up the grave with a shovel. Hey, what are you doing? The hooded figure looks at you, looks at the shovel, looks at the grave, and then looks back at you. Do I really need to explain? I mean, why are you doing it? Well, it's for necromancy practice, right? I mean, you gotta get the bodies from somewhere. That's despicable. Shrug. Who says shrug? Who says shrug? Anyway, this is the necromancer's territory now. Your moral outrage isn't really my concern. Yeah, did you just say shrug? I'm gonna convince him this is pointless. You take a closer look at the grave, marker, and chuckle. Buddy, you aren't gonna get much practice out of this grave. This is just one of those markers they put up to commemorate the site of road accidents. There's no body buried here. What? Really? Oh, well, crap. Give me that shovel and scram while I fix your dumb mess. You respectfully fill the hole back in while the cultist slouches away, grumbling. Sucker. Oh boy. It's a weird pile of weird rocks. Let's make something powerful. An impregnable tower. Heart of stone. Sweet. A massive pile of weird rocks. Let's do something mystical. How about an elaborate orrery? Song of the Spheres. 5 spell damage. Alright, well let's hope that the mysticality is something suave. A cheeky gesture. Heavy trigger finger. Your trigger finger isn't fast or itchy, but it is very dense. Our pistol attack damage is doing great. I wonder if there's any sort of like... Because these rocks are strange. They don't seem to weigh as much as they should, and they're sort of drawn to each other. What if I did a sassy face? And then did 2 hands? Because I can knock these things down. Technically it's 2 right hands is what this is. Alright, let's see. Something suave. So maybe... I wonder if there's any sort of like a... If this is just a... This seems too specifically placed. Is it just me? No. Let's try just something, a cool zigzag. Yep, I don't see anything. There might be something to it. Why is it bent like this? Nothing special about it apart from the rock that isn't in a pile with the other rocks. Nothing special about it. Yep, I know. Let's whisper something to it. Oh shoot, we can actually whisper something. Get up. Nothing happens. Something else. Are you Dwayne? Oh, I can't. Dwayne? Nothing happens. Okay, so there's a rock here. That's a mystery, it looks like. Huh. The north... What was it? What pole was this? This was the west pole? Fascinating. We'll have to come back to that later. Your transponder beeps, indicating an ordinary-looking copse of trees just over the next ridge. Sure. We'll check out this curious copse. Or copse. Or copsy. Your Elva transponder starts beeping violently at medium tempo. Well, hello there. This thing looks pretty tough and attentive. Not for much longer, it's not. I got the jump on them. Let me show you how I do deal with... I didn't even need to take more than one shot. I got him like that. Oh, wow. You put an end to that crazy machine's centuries-long reign of terror. Or reign of duty, I guess? It was really just minding its own business. Hooray! Yeah, I am terrible. My character's bad. The beeping reaches a deafening volume. Whoa! Alright, well. This machine is not switched on, but it has an empty cup in it. And I can't take it. You insert the battery for the monolith and it springs to life. Everything goes blue for a second. Gain an effect, energy, and 100x. Ooh, nice. You're chock full of El Vibrato energy, and you feel like you could take on the whole world. Partly because you're stronger and smarter and faster, but partly because you're also overconfident. It's not that big of a boost. Hey, you know what? We also learned a couple of El Vibrato words. What's this? Dark and silent. Okay. Well, cool. Now, back to Breadwood. Your transponder bleeps. All right. Just doing aimless donuts. All right, yeah, we'll take it for free scraps. Oh, this one actually lasted 2 shots. Fancy that. El vibrato scraps. Hey there, Gary, what's going on? You know a town's gone to pot when the horses are drunk. Yeah, you right. Howdy, Gary. Oh, hey, another goblin telling Gary once about a place near here. What kind of place? Very weird place, all seeing through it. You discovered a new map location, Ghostwood. What? All right, let's go ahead. Wonder if they have a spittoon. They do. Oh no. This is a spittoon and an unusually full one. Probably best to leave it alone. I'm gonna take a closer look. Look, this isn't Mom and Pop's Family Fun Time Saloon. This is a dive bar in a dive town. The people who drink in here are mainly drifters and desperados. Don't go splashing around in the literal scum of the earth. I'm gonna. Seriously, don't. This is wrong and disgusting. It is vile behavior. I have my face right up to the thing. What's it look like? No, I'm not telling you. Why are you doing this to me? I had to skip lunch today because I couldn't stop thinking about you and these foul spittoons. I've got my hand right in there splashing around. La 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 la, I'm not listening. You find nothing. You're the worst person in the world. I found something, all right. Like a necrotic skin disorder, I bet. Actually, it's a pair of boots, so there, Mr. Delicate Stomach. Boots, great. Boots full of bandit spit. I hope they have to invent a whole new kind of trench foot just for you. I hope they name it after you. You're just jealous of my sweet new boots. Spit-soaked boots. Wow. That was, I didn't know, you know, it's like one of those things, did you know you could traumatize the narrator? That's a new one. So how is this compared to my, oh, it's actually worse than my Silk Nun's boots? 1 maximum AP and 3 Moxie. This just gives me, oh, that's 3 action points though. I'm pretty good on Moxie right now, and because just despite the narrator, I think we'll take on the Spit boots. It's opposed. Desert eating and drinking. Foraging skill. Ooh, we got good stuff we can buy here. Buy that, buy that. Do I have a wrench? I don't. I might need that. Mushroom plucking pliers. I'll leave that for now. Wet boots. No thanks. Do I have a crowbar? I should. Yeah, I do. Alright, and I have 3 ghost pickles. Cool. And a blank postcard. We'll buy all those things. Alright, so modern snake oiler. Let's see what we got here. We can either do strong medicine, increases your muscle, musicality, and moxie, or it gives bad medicine that reduces the target's moxie, or bigger spleen. Let's ooh, big spleen. I have lots of stuff. 3 spleen. Oh, I didn't even read that. Gesundheit was all I read. Womp womp. Give this to Gary. Gary's become more powerful. Okay. Desert eating and drinking. You read the book and learn all sorts of tricks for squeezing extra stuff out of cactuses and whatnot. It's actually cacti, but not cactuses. Cactuses isn't a word, but only in the Southwest would you know that, probably. If you got a skill foraging. Unfortunately, while practicing your technique, you accidentally squeeze the book into book juice, which it turns out isn't a real thing. Aww. Sorry, I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop. So our spleen, which is our potions, can take 3 more. So I can now drink this, patently livered. So that gives me some extra maximum HP. I could eat some of this infernal butter, all buttered up. Let's get cooking. And then that's 25 armor, that's 5 armor, mysticality, melee damage. Can I drink this now? No, I still can't. Let's drink this, even though it's not the greatest. 5 speed is nice. This is definitely not safe to drink. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. All right, then we'll get ranch dressing. You get all ranch dressed. What's going on over here? It says IOU 1 in parentheses 1 piano. The man with the black hat has a huge pile of meat in front of him. The man with the white hat looks broke and sad. What you playing, fellas? Pharaoh. But I wouldn't say we're playing. I'd say we did play until this cowpoke ran out of money. The man in the white hat grumbles. Oh, how does it work? Well, it's easy. You bet 50 meat, and then you give me your name as many pharaohs as you can. Every time you name one, I give you 20 meat. Wait, what? If those are the rules, how did this guy lose all of his meat to you? He's real bad at it. Alright, maybe later. because I suspect that's going to require a skill that is not Moxie, most likely Mysticality, because the Pharaohs were all about Mysticality, and my Mysticality is low. So if it's anything like the clowns, I have to have my, maybe even my Dickerin as well needs to get higher. Well, not Dickerin, but that does need to get higher. I should have done that before I spent my money. Gosh darn it. Hornswogglin is already pretty high. Let's get good medicine up. I still have 300 left. I really haven't used my Snake Whip much. I really haven't. Ooh, that gives me more stomach capacity. Does that give me more spleen capacity? Yes, it does. Let's do that. And then Deadeye. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. So, with that, we now have enough to drink and eat even more. So our stomach, we can eat a Menuoto Geode, which increases our Moxie by 6. That increases Mysticality by 6. I could do that. I want to do the Menuoto Geode, though. Make you difficult to damage the rest of the day by turning you into a spooky ghost. Muscle by 3, armor by 5, spell damage by 5, muscle by 3, all those by 1. I feel like I should save my Menuoto Geode for whenever I pass out next, and instead eat the cow's tongue. At least it's roasted. But this tongue is extremely gross, and this tongue came from a literally demonic cow. Are you sure you want to eat this? You eat the tongue, trying not to think about the fact that you are basically French kissing a cow as hard as possible. I gain an effect, speaking in tongues. Every time you open your mouth, you can hear the tongue you ate whispering from inside you. Moo! It whispers, moo. Wow, you feel a spike of pain in your stomach. Bleh. That's terrible, game. That is terrible. I could drink another patented lip. No. We'll do. Is there anything that increases my. Because I can't eat that. Increases your Mysticality by 3. Nerve pills. These aren't the kind of nerve pills you take to make you less anxious. They're the kind to take to make you more anxious. A lot of nerve. You dry swallow the nerve pills. You've got a lot of nerve. Alright, so my Mysticality up to 31. If I get my Mysticality up to 40, I'll come back and ask them about their. It's probably dangerous to interrupt this. Sea bartender for darts? Yeah, not likely. Well, looks like some poor son of a biscuit wandered into town. Howdy, cake sucker. Wow, geez, rude and baffling. Get used to it. We like our cussing around here in Breadwood. Sure, fine, but cake sucker? We also like our breads and bread-related products. So I've noticed. So the sign on the ain't got no darts. I told you guys. Dang it. So what's with the guy washing dishes? Well, that muffin-loving rubber had up a tab he couldn't pay off, so now he gets to wash dishes. Some dishes I've been saving for just an occasion. How much does he owe? 150. I'll pay it. You're even dumber than I assumed, but whatever. You can tell him he's free yourself. Alrighty. The bartender pours a shot of something and slaps it on the bar in front of you. I don't get to choose? No. Well, thanks. Alright. Don't be this guy. It literally has a sign that says, don't be this guy. Oh, hey, I paid off your tab. You're free. Huh? What'd you do a thing like that for? I was just feeling charitable, I guess. Well, thanks, but I don't know how to do pretty much nothing except washing dishes. Nothing at all? Well, I can also wash clothes, and I can play the washboard. That's pretty much it, though. Well, there's plenty of job opportunities opening up in Dirtwater. Why don't you try your luck out there? Well, alright, it's worth a shot. Thanks, pal. He leaves with a wave, and the bartender replaces the sign on the wall. Dishwasher wanted. Yeah, how is the horse so drunk? Let's check the bunkhouse. On the one hand, it's a modern convenience. On the other hand, it's got zero privacy. Flush it just for fun. Ooh, we got perk, Master of Flushing. +3 muscle. Your toilet flushing muscles are in fantastic shape. I'm sure they are. Anything here? Any ooh, what's this? This footlocker is labeled H. Holloway. Oh, isn't this similar to the pickaxe we found? Now we got a pin of his. Huh. So who is this H. Holloway? This item goes in your lapel, 20 HP. Wow. The Revolting Brooch is still pretty good though for me. I'm not really feeling the need to change that out. I don't think I'm gonna keep my sweet smelling flowers though. I'm gonna probably put the small plush kitten. Spell damage, no. Nasty ring. I could just do almost complete, horrible, disgusting. I don't have a hat yet. A revolting hat. I have a sloppy top hat, but that's not that. All right, who are these guys? Howdy, stranger. I'm Hobart Buppert. You're what? Oh, I mean, hi, Hobart. I'm why it's shooting at me. I'm Hobart Buppert. Yeah, that is a weird name. Hobart Buppert. Try saying that 5 times fast. You seem like the traveling sort. Mind doing a fella a favor? Well, what's the favor? Thing is, my only dream in life is to see an owl skeleton. That's, quite a dream. I heard they got one at the petting cemetery, but, the what? Petting cemetery. Is that what it sounds like? Exactly what it sounds like. But see, I ain't got the meat for a ticket. What, you want a loan? Nah, I got no prospects of paying it back. But I got a camera. And I figured if you went to the cemetery, you could take a picture of their old owl skeleton and bring it back to me. Well, I mean, sure, I can do that, but that means I still have to buy a meat ticket. So what's in it for me? Fine. We got an owl camera. It's a camera with an owl-shaped aperture. Found the petting cemetery. Okay, I'll be back, owl. Very focused on his beard growing. Much better. All right, now for the reason we're here, because I don't think there's anything over here. Dunwich Crouton. Croissant le Breton. Yeah, these are very much all... Oh, I need harvest and forage in 2. Shoot. How much do I need? 200 XP. Arrgh, we're going to have to get XP because there's a lot of foraging we can do around these parts, and I betcha it's all... Is there anything in this well? All is not well with this well. No, it's not. Wow, that was gross. So we have Ghostwood. Oh, no, wait. What was I saying? I was going to talk to the Breadwood Mayo. Howdy, Mayor. I'm Wyatt shooting at me here on behalf of the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company. We need to build a bridge in a hurry, so I'm here to cut a deal with you for the lumber. All right. I believe we can scrape together that much wood. What sort of down payment are you offering? Oh, I sort of expected you would just bill us? You want that much lumber with no payment up front? Are you serious? Well, I can probably offer you free train rides. I do enjoy a nice train ride, but that deal would be a real problem, and I've already got 7 problems to worry about. Oh? I can... the mayor glances at the list of problems posted on the wall and paces around nervously. Well, maybe I could help with some of your problems? Oh, thank you. I'd certainly welcome any assistance you can offer. Alright, so we have the missing mail. Well, our last batch of mail never got here. We don't know if something happened to the mailman or what. Go talk to Reginald in the bunkhouse. I just was there. He used to be a mailman, so he can tell you where to start your search. What else? Let's see. Logging permit. We're running out of trees around here and need to expand our operation a bit. Problem is, we need a logging permit from the next town, and the whole place up and died before the paperwork was settled. The town died? Okay, yeah, check it out, I guess. Is he talking about Ghostwood? I think he's talking about Ghostwood. No, the board. Overdue book. Alexandria Ranch. Our library's only got 4 books, so it's serious business when someone doesn't return one, I'll say. That was a couple of mayors ago, so I don't know her, but we've got an address. Alright, I'll go ask. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Hang on, don't click off. Not yet. Look at the problems board. Let's look at the soup shortage. We keep a municipal soup kitchen open to help those who are down on their luck, which is pretty much everybody around here. But we've run out of soup and need someone to go fetch some more from Soup Stock Load. Breadwood Bowl and the Soup Stock Load. Alright. Off I go. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Let's see what the other ones are. I wish I could just say, tell me all your problems. That would be much more convenient. There's a military cemetery not far from here, and I figure something must have happened to the caretaker, because military skeletons keep wandering out this way and causing a ruckus. Military cemetery. Alright. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Alright. What do we have left? The stolen yeast. We take our yeast supply very seriously here in Breadwood, and that dang yeasty gang made off with a whole lot. A couple of fellows said they even saw them loitering around the old brewery, so that's probably where they've made their hideout. We need that yeast back. Alright. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Alright. Missing bread. The baker boys cleaned our bank right out, and that's not a bit fabulous if you ask me. Fortunately, they haven't been too secretive about the location of their hideout. Can you get our bread back? I mean, the place is called Breadwood. We have to have some bread. Yeah, they don't. We'll start with that one then. How about? Oh wait, no, I gotta talk to, not you, not you. We don't take kindly to strangers, stranger. Don't need your kind round here. Did you say need or need? He glares at you. Well, anyway. Alright, which one of you was I supposed to talk to? The bearded one? Yep. Oh my gosh. Howdy, are you Reginald? What is that? How do you pronounce that word? Is that Facacia? Who the Facacia are you? That seems a little too close. Name's Wyatt shooting at me. The mayor's got me investing some missing mail. Said you give me a line on where to start looking. Oh yeah. Alright, I gave up being a mailman a couple of years ago, but I doubt they've changed the system much. All the mail headed here used to go through a way station just southwest of here. I'll mark it on your map. Thank you. But we're going to first go up to the old, where was it, the bread? Baker Boys' hideout. This is it? Where's the bread? The big baker's oven is long cold, nothing but inedible garbage. Those teenagers seem dispirited and are trying to drown their sorrows with big mugs of water. Ugh. Maybe they misunderstood the idiom. Hey, you boys wouldn't know about some bread that went missing, would you? Aw, nuts! I told you we'd get in trouble, Billy! Shut up, Jerry! We'd just blab everything, dude! Oh, calm down, you two. Mayor just wants his bread back. Hand it over and the trouble you're in with will be minimal. Well, it ain't that simple, mister. We sold that bread for meat to start up this bakery. Why? Because we just wanted to make something of our lives. Everyone in Breadwood is just bums. Plus, like, everyone needs bread, right? So we figured we'd make it big. Okay, well, no problem. We can take the money, the bread you have made and call it even. Oh yeah, no problem. Except for the fact that we don't know a dang thing about making bread, it turns out. All we ended up with is some weird lumps. Aw, that ain't true, Billy. The last stuff we tried was almost alright. Yeah, sure, that one was nearly edible, but we're practically out of ingredients. I might know someone. Do you two know Louis Lothrop? No, who's that? She might be just the solution to your problems. Let me head on over to where she lives and talk to her for you. Oh, that's right, the Lazy A-Dude Ranch. Okay, we'll go there real quick. Not you. Hey, do you know someone that's hiring a baker? I do happen to know somebody of a bakery that needs some help. Really? That's wonderful. Ah, geez, I can't go like this, though. I'm filthy. Nobody would ever let me step foot into their kitchen looking like this. Do you have a bar of soap I can mooch off you? You can have it for free. No problem. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You give her a bar of soap and directions to the Bakery Boys' bakery, and she sets off to find somewhere to take a bath before her job interview. I can't imagine she's gonna fail. I really can't imagine that she's gonna fail. Honestly, I would just have given her a ride on my horse. Although it is a bit crazy. You run into a goblin chef. You can tell they're a chef by their hat and their big fork. Well, I guess either they're a chef or they've recently eaten a chef. Hey, hello a human, hey! Hello a goblin. Looking for tuna, seeing it? Tuna? This being the desert, no tuna here for miles. What you saying? Tuna is local delicacy. Gary? Gary engages the chef in an animated discussion about tuna, which turns out to be some kind of cactus as far as you can make out. You kind of get the feeling you're being mocked for not knowing that, and what you did think it was, some kind of fish? Ridiculous. Alright, don't have to make me feel so bad. Eventually, Gary directs the goblin to a stand of cactus the two of you passed a ways back that didn't look any different to you than any of the rest of the cactus around here, and the goblin gives him a spare fork as thanks. I got a tuna fork. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fork. 6 mysticality. Well, if I needed to have extra mysticality for any moment, I'd have it. Alright, boys. You see Louis Lothrop basically baking bread. Billy Baker hops to his feet as you enter. Hey, thanks for sending Louise over. She knows a ton about baking. Yeah, we're gonna be major league bakers with her around. No problem, fellas. Let me grab enough bread to settle things with the mayor and we'll call it square. All's well that ends well. Oh, hi, thanks so much for all of your help. You are welcome, sister. Alright, while we're in the neighborhood, let's go ahead and... we got the bread. Let's go to the brewery. Let's get the 2 yeast-related things situated. Stable suddenly gets spooked by something off the side of the trail, and it's easy to understand why. There's a horse skeleton in the ditch, which is a thing that's probably extra spooky if you're a horse. Approaching the horse more closely, you see the tattered remains of a pair of Pony Express saddlebags. I wonder if this is the mail we needed. The starboard bag is empty, but the port one contains a skeletal human hand with a ring on it. Oh, geez. You conclude that either the horse's rider died with his hand in the saddlebag, or somebody is really sad that the skeleton hand they ordered never showed up, even though they paid extra to have it sent Pony Express. Either way, free ring. Ring of getting places faster. Reduces the frequency of random encounters. Nice. Hey, we have some gin blossom. Alright, with that we could harvest. Increases your melee damage by 10. That's nice. Let's see, I have 164. I need... oh, I increased my potionology. I can make better snake oil concoctions. Oh, man. I wonder where my my bag of... what was that? A case of snakes? Briefcase full of snakes. We're at venom level 33 and medicine level 30. Well, let's extract some venom. Basic venom vial. It's still just basic venom. Maybe it's just only ever going to be basic venom. Maybe I'm thinking it's going to become more potent and it just never is. Or maybe I need to level it up. Oh, I was here at the Millery. Schmaltz. What in tarnation is that? That's like Freddy Fazbear, but like if he was made of dough. This fella's too scared to talk to you. He's just totally freaked out about yeast. It says beer hose. You're not really sure what purpose it might have served. It's a beer vat, or at least it's a vat. It's not guaranteed to actually contain beer. It's almost pure ethanol. Blurg. Nope, don't leave. That dead guy's hat got knocked off and covered with yeast. Okay, but ew. Yeast-covered hat. 5 mysticality. That yeast beast seems to have killed the dude, and we're gonna probably have to fight it. I have to read this, but I'm just. Some kind of crazy yeast monster has apparently broken loose from the vats and eaten some of the bandits. I guess they brewed up something they couldn't put down. They could barley control it. You'll have to hop to it if you want to prevail here. Yes, I see you, game. Got the jump on them. Oh man, that thing is cute, but absolutely no match for my 3 shots. Bada bing, bada boom, 200 XP. I could take some of it back to the mayor. It's probably still good, right? Half a ton of yeast. I've just lifted half a ton? What is that, 1,000 pounds of yeast? That is the sheer amount of 1,000 pounds of yeast? How much would that be? I'm just trying to imagine, which is hard to do with aphantasia, but it's hard to imagine just in general. But can any of you guys imagine what 1,000 pounds of yeast? How big that would be? So this whole yeast theft biz doesn't seem to have gone well for you guys. Yeah, no. Oh geez, are you a bounty hunter? Relax, the mayor just wants his yeast back. He didn't say anything about hauling you in. Phew. Okay, well, the yeast is in that revolting pile. Yeah, I know, I grabbed some. What happened here? Well, we got bored of bread is all. I know a bit about brewing, and we figured if we came back with a couple kegs, nobody would mind so much that we stole the yeast. No offense, but it seems like you aren't much of a brewer. Hey! Well, ideally you wouldn't end up with a ravenous yeast monster. That wasn't my... Okay, well, I guess it was my fault, but I understand what happened. These vats are old and we didn't clean them properly first because we were in a hurry. I think there were some frogs living in one of them. And you figured you could use the extra hops? Ha, 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 ha. If you're sure you've got it figured out, you could set up shop in Dirtwater. Oh? Yeah, it's turning into quite a little metropolis. I'd love to have my own place. Okay, I'll go check it out. We're gonna have to go back to Dirtwater. There are 3 cans of beer left. Can of Schmaltz Blue Ribbon. Whoa. They don't make this stuff anymore. Some people say there's a good reason for that. Now he's grumpy to talk to you. He's just angrily muttering about yeast. You're under arrest. For what? Stealing about 2 handfuls of yeast? Yes. And the sentence for that is, what, about 3 days in jail? And Brentwood does not actually have a jail? Alright, I'll let you off with a warning this time. You betcha. You bet your bottom dollar. That's what I'm doing. Alright, so 2 of them are done. Let's hit the ranch on our way back. Fort Treason. Partly burned military signpost. The part that says how far away is burned off. Apparently it was... You ride in the direction of the arrow for about 40 feet and see the fort. Apparently it was 40 feet away. Well, since we're... That's 40 feet? That's 40 feet? It's a demi-culverin cannon. It's a fine cannon, demi-culverin in size. You look at the rangefinder on the cannon, but you can't see any indication of anything you want to shoot at. You decide not to waste the cannonball. Yeah, that seems rational. What do we got here? A little dinner, plum pudding, and jellied escargot. Alright. Pick it open, incendiary bullets and silver bullets. Artillery targeting flare. Nice. Military grade whiskey, which means is the cheapest whiskey the military can muster. Or get away with, I guess. Key to P.O. Box 114, Private Matthews diary, more incendiary bullets, and a military school class ring. Wow. 8 pistol damage. This is an immaculately cared for standard army issue diary labeled Private Lemon. It's private in 2 ways. And some smelling salts. Alright, let's check and see what these books are. Private Lemon's diary. Private Lemon's diary is pretty dry and not very interesting. Just a list of the day-to-day duties of a straight-laced soldier up in the hills without anything to fight. Toward the end, though, it starts to mention their commanding officer, Captain Simon, became increasingly agitated and convinced that a nearby ranch was being used as a spy outpost. Lemon doesn't sound convinced, but as one annoyingly vague entry puts it, orders are orders. The last 2 entries have to do with dissent in the ranks and the possibility of mutiny, the thought of which Lemon abhors. The rest of the pages are blank. Well, maybe the other guy was at Matthews? Maybe his... Where's his book? Is that a quest item, probably? Yeah, there is. That's also really dusty. Most of Private Matthau's diary is empty pages, ink splotches, and latrine duty again, blah, blah, blah. Near the end, though, you start to see notes about the fort's commanding officer, Captain Simon, going off the deep end. As Mathau puts it, being stuck out here in the middle of nowhere doing nothing is driving the captain friggin' bug nuts. When the captain eventually decided that a nearby ranch occupied by a solitary woman and her book collection, that's probably the person who has the book, well, the overdue library book, was actually an enemy spy outpost, Mathau felt compelled to warn the woman but was too worried about getting court-martialed to give her any specific details of the looming threat. In an attempt to prevent an imminent cannon bombardment of the ranch, Mathau stole some ballistic charts and hid them in a post office box during the shore leave in Dirtwater. This place doesn't have any damn shore, he comments. What the hell? Unfortunately, the cans had already been calibrated, and when Mathau returned to the camp, he discovered the shelling had already begun. In his last entry, he declares his intention to start a mutiny, but the diary ends there with no conclusion to the story. Well, the fact that the fort is called Fort Mutiny would indicate... Oh... This must have been where they stored all of the fire. And the fire got out. Yep. Don't play with matches, kids. Found the Jumble Neck Mine. Keep Fort Treason beautiful. Yes, we will. Do I have any more binoculars? I do not. Okay, so Fort Treason, that Jumble Neck Mine, the Alexandria Ranch. That's the person who's got the late bookshelf, I think. Your responder beeps. It looks like those have bought up robots. Let's go ahead and take care of this. Don't mind me here. Just pow, pow, pow. Get my stuff. Over vibrato scraps. I'll have to go to the professor. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, maybe there were a bunch of spies here. But look at all these cows. And my dumb horse, yes. Shh. Cows were hearing us. Yeah, well, I think they're seeing us. There's no way past these cows except through these cows. I got the jump on them. Oh, they're just a runty hell calf. If I hit all 3 of them, they're all dead. 1, 2, almost 3. They don't even get a turn. Yeah, Gary, get them. You insisted that those little doggies get along. More roasted cow tongue. Ugh. Foraging level 2. There we go. I have 600. Oh, not 600. Potionology. Now, there we go. Quick on the draw. More speed. Deadeye. No, I want to start increasing my stats again. Let's do Mysticality and Moxie. In reverse order. Yeah. Oh dear. This place has really been blown to pieces. This used to be an undestroyed bookshelf, but not anymore. Diary of Alexandria, Alexandria. It's a heap of smoldering books. Hey, we got, oh geez. This half-burned library book represents 12.5% of the total stock of the Brentwood Public Library. I wonder what happened to the Diary of Alexandria. You flip through the diary, most of it is uneventful, describing the life of a woman who likes books and isn't interested in much else. It ends with a passage about a soldier from the nearby fort warning her about some kind of danger he wouldn't specify, so she moved her most valuable books to the cellar and took the ordinary precautions, e.g. boarding up the windows, not leaving the house at night. Turns out that isn't much good against cannonballs. Oh, well, if she put the stuff speak of the devil. It's a solid steel vault door. Alright. I should probably not be standing here right now. It's a half cannonball, the front half. The bombardment was done by the army. Yep, we know. Alright, I got a targeting flare. I'm not sure there's anyone back at the fort who could shoot me. There was absolutely nobody there. Wasn't there like a ballistics trajectory? Let's go back to Fort Treason real quick and see if we can blow this open. Because it said the cannons were already aimed. Insert your cannonball. Unfortunately, you have no idea. Aw, man. So we do look at the distant rangefinder for the distant smoke, but we have no idea how to actually aim the cannon at the flare. Aw, man. Alright. Well, let's hit up the postal way station then on the way back. I think we've gotten, what is it, 3? 3 of the things done already? An electrified snake. That means, oops, wrong ability. Almost got it anyway. Gary, finish it off. Yeah, Gary, me and Gary are a team. Snake liver, snake, very good. Good snake stuff. All right. It's a postal service property. No trespassing. I'm a trespass. Stack of old newspapers. A letter addressed to, hey, the Roy Bean dude that we need to talk to. You don't even want to know what bureaucratic process were involved in the placement of this outhouse. Yeah, the cabinet is full of maps, but you have no idea what any of them mean. Maybe you could ask about it at the post office in Dirtwater. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe not. A blank postcard. Old newspapers. Ooh, Reboot Hill. Nothing interesting this time. Nothing interesting this time. How about how to change the name of Boot Hill Cemetery to Reboot Hill Cemetery because of all the skeletons and they're coming back to life. Yeah, nothing interesting, nothing interesting. Alright. Alright, well that doesn't solve our mail problem. I don't know where to go from there. I guess Reboot Hill, but we do have a military cemetery that we need to also put down. Burial plots, Eternal Flame. It's a caretaker shanty. Looks like the mayor was right about him having wandered off and jerking his duties for what looks like a while. Judging by the dust and the cobwebs, guess you're gonna have to fetch him back here to do his job to get this taken care of. Fort Memoriam Reenactment Enthusiast Society. Huh. Apparently they meet regularly at the Fort Memoriam. Maybe that's where the caretaker went. Maybe. Let's see, anything useful here? No. There's a shovel here, and I already have like 3 shovels. So I don't really need more shovels. Alright, so then we're going to have to go to Fort Memoriam. Wherever that is. It's way down there. Okay, well we're going to stop off first in Breadwood. Just to get the first 3 missions that we have completed turned in. Oh, with Wanderin' Sally again. You bet, Wanderin' Sally. What have you got for me this time? Not much of anything. How many needles do I have left? Oh gosh, this is going to take me a while to scroll all the way down. Only 1 needle. I need to go back to the silversmith, but I'll do that off screen. Do I have anything to sell to her? Cow's eye. It's not clear whether this gem looks like the malevolent burning eye of a demon cow or if it looks around like one. Very funny game. Ghost pickle. Crowbar. Oh, I forgot I had gotten the modern snake oiler. Desert Gang 6 gun. That's not useful anymore. Well, she doesn't have anything for me, and I don't really have anything for her. So, I think I'm just going to read the modern snake oiling skill, and we'll just learn some good medicine. Strong medicine, not good medicine, strong medicine. AP costs 2, but increases your muscle, moxical. And I didn't read the description. That's the whole fun point of this. Dang it. You guys will have to read it, pause the video and read it to get whatever it was that the game put there. I'm skipping through it too fast. I need to not do that. Looks like we got some smelling salts. Ooh, and a rock hammer. This tiny hammer is more about precision than impact. Wait a minute. What about that? Okay, hang on. So sorry. The West Pole, wasn't there a rock? Oh, geez. You see a strange orange glow. Oh my goodness. You spur stable toward it to investigate and arrive at a ruined ranch dotted with what appears to be gateways to hell. There's also a sign that says Hellstrom Ranch, but mentioning that the same, less of a priority than the gateways to hell. What the hell, go there now or ride the hell away from it. I'm already going to the West Pole. It's gonna have to wait. Because what if I could use my little stone on this rock? Oh, it doesn't move and I can't speak to it. That requires harvest in 3. Gosh darn it, I just leveled up to level 2 with my foraging. And that wasn't enough? Ah, it's local weed. Alright, back we go to... I guess we can hit the... One last thing. This is probably going to be a longer episode than usual. Can of tuna. Sweet. Somebody bent this yucca. I want to see if we can do... Let's see. Can of kerosene and a sulfur match. There's a toolbox. It's welded to the bench. There's a hammer and a monkey wrench. Didn't I buy those? No, I didn't buy a monkey wrench, I don't think, so I didn't waste that. It's full of boiling soup. Is this all this mine is? It's just a mission? Hopefully it is. A cultist mask. This is one of those spooky white masks the cultists you keep running into in mines wear. I haven't run into a single one. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh dear. 3,200 pounds, pressure required, and some sort of gauge which currently reads 0. 3,200 pressure required? The gauge now says 411. 706, 867, 1020. What was it going to be? 3,200? Goodness gracious. If this probably is not going to be easy. Ah, man. Okay, yeah, no, we're not doing this. That's gonna be a next episode's problem. Back to Breadwood. Let's finish up these first 3 quests. Oh my gosh, I don't care. Yeah, I think we'll just hornswoggle him away. Listen, we don't have the time to fight. Didn't you hear there's a huge swarm of weevils headed this way? Whoa, weevils? A plague of weevils. If you don't run away now, then it'll be on your own bread. He screams and rides away at a gallop. Alright, Mayor, I've done a lot of your tasks, I think. We have recovered our yeast. There you go. We got our bread back. From the missing library book. Half of it. Well, that's a real bagel biter. Well, everyone mostly skipped the words and just looked at the pictures anyway, and mostly just the bottom half of the pictures, so that's alright. Not the logging permit. I only have 2 of the 5. No sign of the missing mail. And I have a lead on the cemetery. Alright, so, good start. Good start indeed. Yeah, good start. Alright, we have landed into Breadwood, and we have a good thing going for us now. Ooh, some tombstone pizza. Yum. I could go for some pizza right about now. But my character is already full up, so don't do that, dude. That looks so painful. Ouch, ouch. Oh man, that looks horrible. Alright, but that's going to do it for this episode. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and as always, I've been the Jacobite. Excuse you, horse. And I will see you all in the next episode, further down the line. Bye-bye.